Where'd you disappear to last night?
I had to go. I couldn't stand there and watch Sonny and Carly gouging at each other like that. It was literally making me nauseous.
Yes, Carly has the same effect on me.
You know, maybe you noticed Sonny was given as good as he got that night. And when he gets all ugly like that, I can't be around it.
Liv, please. Carly provokes him.
They provoke each other, and it's a damn shame, too, because if their kid ever needed their parents to act like rational, caring, loving adults, it was last night.
Excuse me. She pretended that Jax was dead and let Sonny take all the blame. Did she not?
Kate, I was with Sonny the night of that storm, trying to keep him under control. He was like the damn town crier telling everyone that would listen that he was going to kill Jax, okay? So before you blame the whole thing on Carly, remember that she's not the one that sabotages any planes.
As a mother, she should have told her children the truth.
Yes, you would think.
Thank you.
Okay. The only one blameless in this whole situation is Michael. That kid has had to put up with so much pain and loss in his life. He shouldn't have to put up with these lies, too.
Everything okay over here?
Depends on your definition of okay. I treat seriously ill kids for a living. Kids with cancer, kids born with heart defects, cerebral palsy, cleft palates. There's nothing okay about what these kids have to go through.
One of those days, huh? We all have them. You need to talk.
A little busy at the moment.
Looking at the ceiling?
It's just a little, experiment. Care to join me?
You know, I was thinking that after last night, maybe you and I could use a little damage control. You know what they say, how you spend New Year's Eve is how the rest of the year is gonna go?
They being whom?
They being you? I'm pretty sure I read that in one of your magazines.
Oh, I hope I was wrong. Because if this year has any reflection of last night, I have to spend a whole lot of time with Carly.
You do know that Sonny and Carly share a bunch of kids.
Yeah, so?
So if you and Sonny are getting back together, you're going to have to deal with Carly in pretty large doses. That's just if you and Sonny are getting back together.
All right. Can you keep it down, please? We're taking it slowly. What?
That's not what I heard.
What'd you hear?
That the two of you spent the entire holiday back in Bensonhurst
Let
together?
me guess, the Falconeries have eyes everywhere.
What did you think Aunt Josephine wasn't going to see you in the Finders Keepers, whatever that store is? I swore up and down that it couldn't possibly have been you. I said it would be unseemly for a woman of Kate Howard's obvious fashion status to be seen making purchases in a second-hand store.
Shut up, I don't talk like that. It's vintage. And yes, we were there.
So you admit it was you?
I admit it was me.
A guy takes you back to the one place you spent your entire life trying to get out of. What a guy.
It's a little more complicated than that, Liv.
It doesn't sound that complicated to me. I'm just saying be careful.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, the last time you got back together with Sonny, you wound up bleeding all over me in the floor of St. Timothy's Church. You hope.
Oh, here we go again.
What? Connie.
Come on.
You're my family. I love you. I get to worry about you whether you like it or not.
Well, you know what? Worry about yourself, Liv. Huh? How about you? Why were you alone last night on New Year's Eve?
Steve is a surgeon. He was cutting someone's chest open.
Was he working with his ex, Maggie, at the time?
I don't know. I didn't even think to ask.
No, you didn't want to know. Chicken. Since when do you back down?
I wasn't backing down from anything. I was trying to show a modicum of tact for once in my life.
What are you not telling me?
Okay. All right. I've been having some dizzy spells for the last few weeks. I thought perhaps that I was with child. Stop it! I took a test. It turns out that it was not the case, all right? But when Steve found out that I might be pregnant, it freaked him out a little bit. I think maybe a little more than you'd like to admit.
Come on. Have a seat. I promise I won't bite.
I already know better, remember?
Fine. Sit yourself. But you have no idea what you're missing.
Yeah. I do. It's called rounds. It's what we doctors do around here. Maybe you should get back to yours.
Do you know that if you squint your eyes, all the little holes in the ceiling start to look like stars?
Fascinating.
They're like these mini little constellations without even having to go outside.
It's one of those weird things you do with your patients to try to get their minds off what's really going on.
They open up their minds, use their imaginations. When's the last time you did anything like that, or do you even remember?
I've actually been pretty busy using real medicine to treat my patients.
Boring. My patients aren't always able to voice exactly what they're feeling, so I have to come up with alternative ways for them to express themselves. And I also think it's a good idea for every doctor to step away from the ordinary.
I'll pass. Thanks.
Your call. But you should know that this is all the rage around here.
Staring at the ceiling instead of treating patients? Can't wait for the media to get their hands on this.
Everybody has downtime. And it's actually kind of fun. I guess some new shrink at the hospital recommended it. Now everybody's doing it. Nurses, orderlies. I even caught an anesthesiologist out here earlier.
Was that before or after he inhaled nitrous oxide? I'm not big on fads. In the words of my Graham, if everyone were jumping off a bridge, would you?
Probably. Bridge jumping is a total adrenaline rush. You should actually try it sometime.
Why am I not surprised you have? I'm perfectly fine with my feet planted firmly on the ground.
When did you get so old?
I think you know when that happened.
Hey, Doc, I need a word.
Not now, I'm on duty.
It wasn't a request.
So, hey, do you have any idea what's causing these dizzy spots?
We've been having some ventilation issues in the kitchen here. I've been sensitive to the fumes, and then it happened the same way on that stupid cruise ship in the engine room. And then the night I was trying to fix your car, it's like my body suddenly doesn't like the smell of petroleum products or something.
Well, it's a good thing you ruled out being a car mechanic. Oh, seriously, what about this pregnancy scare? Are you guys using protection?
Who are you, Sister Mary Ignatius?
Come on, just tell me what happened.
What do you think happened? I happen to know you got the same conversation about the birds and the bees that I got because I was sitting right next to you praying to St. Jude that the floor would swallow me up.
Well, it did wonders for you. You got knocked up by Sonny. 20-some-odd years later, you're in the same position.
This is hardly the same position. I'm not some wide-eyed teenage girl, and Steve is not some wannabe gangster.
So you and Steve are getting serious then?
There are real feelings there. Yeah, we're just choosing not to classify it. You know, we got a good thing going. Here's Olivia. I mean, that's what he told his old girlfriend.
Oh, she must love that.
I don't think she loved it very much.
What'd she move here for? She moved to Port Charles to have another chance with Steve?
He did go and recruit her from the hospital they used to work together in Memphis, so...
Yeah. You telling me I should be careful? Just saying.
Do you mind if we just have a quick word? It's kind of private.
Not a problem. Should go back to my rounds. See you later.
Forget it, whatever it is, I'm not doing it.
You might want to rethink that. I know some things about you. After all, things you probably don't want spread around this hospital.
Little new voice.
All right, fine. Let's just hope that Dr. Worth remembers to censor her in some ways, too, though, right?
What do you know about Maggie?
I know a lot of things. I know that the two of you used to work together in Memphis, that you're the one who arranged for her transfer out here. You probably, wanted to keep a closer eye on her? Make sure she didn't tell anybody what you did, or maybe what she hoped you cover
That's
up.
enough. Just tell me what you want. What's your favor?
I knew you'd come around.
Just tell me the favor.
All right. I need your help with a referral.
I don't want to be involved.
Just take some time and think about it, okay? Decide whether taking the moral high road in this case is in your best interest. Think about what'll happen if that gets out, okay? The coworkers, what do they think? What'll Olivia think?
Is that what you're trying to do? Make me look bad in her eyes?
Considering what I know, I'm not gonna have to try that hard.
If you think you've caused her enough grief,
Olivia's a good person. I still care about what happens to her. The problem is she still thinks you're a good person. And I know different.
You're making a lot of assumptions based on one moment in history.
Hey, that one moment in history could destroy everything you've worked so hard to build for yourself. Just take some time. The ball's in your court. Now I'm gonna go find that Dr. Worth to see if she's free for drinks later. She's a really attractive woman, and God knows there's nothing I like more.
Is that a threat?
No, it's just a simple observation, really. I think it'll be pretty easy, too, to pull over the whole mysterious man routine on her. Good girls like her, they love that, and they love a little danger in their lives. Although, that didn't really work out too well for you now, did it?
Stay away from
Oh,
that.
easy there, Tiger. You are in no position to be making demands. You got me? You do what I asked, give me that referral, and I might return the favor.
Couldn't resist jumping off the bridge, could ya? So, what did Johnny Handsome have to say?
Johnny Zakara is volatile and unstable, just like the rest of his family. And I think you should stay away from him.
How cute! You're being all possessive.
I'm being protective, not possessive. There's a big difference.
So, any luck?
Looks like ceiling tiles to me. Old ones. It should have been replaced a long time ago.
You just need to open up your mind a little bit more. Forget about what makes sense and take a moment to just feel. Anything yet?
Why don't we just skip over the whole lecture about my lack of imagination and you tell me what you see?
Okay. I see lights. Millions of them. Lighting up the city below. Over there, Beale Street. See? And then if you go 5 blocks over, Court Square.
Statue of Heat right in the middle.
Exactly. See, there's 2 big yellow lines a few blocks up.
The big water stain.
Exactly. Perfect. The mighty Mississippi. And there, 2 blocks up from the park.
100 North Main Street.
The biggest building in all of Memphis. And the most secure. That didn't stop us, did it?
Well, apparently we were pretty determined. I'd have to say, the view was worth the risk, though.
The view, your guitar playing, really was a perfect night.
Trust me, I'm not looking to get all tied down right now. When I thought that I was pregnant, I was more freaked out than Steve was. And not that he wouldn't be a great father. He would. I've seen him with his nephews. The guy's natural.
Well, that's his job, honey. He saves lives for a living, unlike your last boyfriend.
You sure you want to be judging me on that right now? No. Steve is a great guy. He's totally normal.
Normal. And that's a bad thing? Normal? Too safe for you?
That's not it.
Liv,
What?
you put your whole life on hold to raise Dante.
And it was the greatest decision I ever made. I love nothing better in the world than being Dante's mother. Nothing.
But you know what? He's a grown man now. He's married. It's time to go after what you want. What do you want with Steve?
What? Why are you pushing me so hard to be with Steve?
Because I want you to be happy,
Okay.
honey. Can you blame me?
Thank you. I'm glad that you care about my happiness. All right?
I do.
Or do you just want to make sure that I'm all tied up with Steve so that I keep my eyes off of Sonny?
Olivia, you and Sonny will always be connected because of Dante.
We're parents, honey. That's the end of it. Any romance that Sonny and I had was over when we were kids. I chose not to tell him that he was Dante's father because I didn't want that life for myself, and I certainly didn't want it for my kid. Okay? Now, if you will excuse me, I have some work to do, and then I am going to meet up with my boyfriend, Steve.
So here's your boyfriend, Steve.
Whatever.
Whatever?
Whatever.
You know what your mother used to say?
Always cross your legs at the ankles. Ladies don't chew gum. Spaghetti sauce from a jar will kill you. What? Buy in bulk.
Always use protection. Live.
I think you're a brilliant doctor, Maggie. One of the best I know. And I respect you, but that's as far as it goes.
You can relax. I know why you brought me here. You need to keep me quiet about what happened in Memphis. It doesn't mean I don't miss the city or what we had. I mean, I still think about that night on the roof. If only things could have turned out differently, you know? If only...
I'm sorry. It was probably wrong for me to push you to come here. I was being selfish. I should have considered your feelings, too.
It's okay. I'm sorry. I don't mean to get all weepy. It's just... You know, I can't help but wish things would have turned out differently.